I've dated in 3 different states, even a couple different countries, and I've been on the dating scene for 5 years. I've had 2 serious relationships, and after that, tallied a decent body count. Suddenly, at 25, my frontal lobe kicked in, and I decided I was fed up with myself and the way I was dating. I told myself I wouldn't have sex with someone I wasn't genuinely connected to, and I haven't had sex in a year and 7 months. Last summer, I had a dating experiment I ran on Hinge, and the results were fascinating. Plus, I love to talk. Have me on your podcast.
Okay, so there's a couple things here. Leave it here for a sec. She's dated in 3 different states, couple different countries. She's had 2 serious relationships, and after those, tallied a decent body count. Suddenly, at 25, my frontal lobe kicked in, and I decided I was fed up with myself and the way I was dating. Translation, fed up with being a strumpet. And sleeping, by her own admission, she tallied a decent body count. I'm going to assume that's like 30. I told myself I wouldn't have sex with someone I wasn't genuinely connected to, and I haven't had sex in a year and 7 months. And then I don't know about this Hinge experiment. Actually, I messaged her. Let me see if she got back. And then there's another one, Nick. Just pull up that other one from her. It should be the next tab over. All right.
Which part?
Scroll down a little bit. That's it. Up.
The oof.
Okay.
I mean to read the oof.
Okay, so she's single. She's single as fuck. And yeah, read the oof, please.
Oof. Yes. Small town dating in high school. Then dated my volleyball coach who got stage 4 cancer and beat it, and then I dumped him. And then went feral in Europe. Really great story from there. Been single ever since. 5 years. I literally am working on a book. Then I turned 25. My brain did things. And I decided I wasn't going to have sex with someone unless it was for love. And I haven't been laid in a year and 7 months. Hashtag thoughts and prayers.
So she said she went feral in Europe. What do you think feral in Europe means in terms of body count?
Anyone who wants to sleep with her. She did it.
10 plus, huh?
What's that?
10 plus, maybe?
Anyone who wants to sleep with her, she's down.
Minimum 10 plus. Turned 25, my brain did things, and she decided she wasn't going to have sex unless it was for love. She hasn't been laid in one year, 7 months. So, bringing it back to the whole waiting for sex thing. So this girl admits she had a very promiscuous past, went feral in Europe. I'm going to just say 30. Let's ask the chat. Pull up the chat. What does going feral in Europe mean?
They're going to say like 1.
No, to me, it's
50.
like anyone who's like down. She's down.
100 plus is crazy.
She's down if they're down.
Oh, at least 50.
If she's probably there for like a week. Let's be honest.
How
So
long was
like,
she there?
Wait, what was the thing about the cancer thing? Did I miss that part?
yeah, it was like she said she was sleeping with her teacher or a coach,
Volleyball coach.
and then he got
Dating
cancer,
her,
and she dumped him.
After he beat it, apparently.
Yeah.
Sorry, I gotta be.
She dumped him after the cancer.
Yeah, stage 4.
Feral in Europe.
that?
I mean, that's at least
We don't know
bare
what they-
minimum 10. That's
you know,
10
you did.
bodies.
I think I need
It's
more
probably
context
more.
on the trip.
Like,
Yeah,
how
if she's
long
there for a
was
week.
it?
That's some strumpet, babe. I want to say body count's 50. Body count's 50. Ladies.
Yes.
So I assume she's maybe done some dating in that 1 year, 7 month period. And so like imagine like she hit 25, she fucked like 50, 70 dudes,
Sure.
100 dudes in Europe,
Okay.
200 dudes in Europe.
Sure.
Yuck.
Probably. Throw in a couple chicks. Why not?
Crazy.
Why not? Who knows? It's Europe,
going
right?
wild.
It's
It's
Amsterdam.
Europe.
It's fucking Lisbon.
Yeah.
It's fucking Amsterdam. Do you think if she like now her shift was going from fucking guys? I'm assuming
Sure.
fucking guys within 30 minutes of meeting them to I'm waiting until love. That's what she says. She wants a connection. She wants love.
What does that mean? Just whenever?
Being in love.
I
Do you think that's valid?
don't think it's fair to make a man wait for something that other men got like that.
Hold on. We might have to wait too.
They have to work for it. And
Hold on. We're going to have to wait too. What do you
I
mean?
think
He bought dinners for so many women. I had to wait for that dinner. I think it's good that she came to that realization, and as long as they're having open discussion about it and he's comfortable with it, I don't see the problem. But it is kind of, I don't know. I think maybe it would be easy to go back to that same behavior, probably. So
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Now it's easy to go back.
I might have been better off on that balcony.
That's the one. I think he was looking at me during this conversation. You know.
I might have been better off on that.
But no. I think it's okay. Well, she didn't know what she wanted in her youth, right? That's I think the change in mentality or whatever.
yeah, I mean,
I-
also
I-
too,
I
like,
think
what
it's a-
would be your desired outcome? She's like, oh, I already gave this puss away to everyone. I guess I should just give it away more. Like, the better choice is for her to be like, oh, that was
Okay.
harmful behavior.
She's rethinking
Do you
her
guys
mentality,
think,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys think if a guy was like, no, I don't want to have to wait, if a bunch of other men were,
Then that's
have to wait at all?
100% within
it's
their
his
right.
choice.
Yeah.
It's his
Valid.
own
I think that's
preference.
fine.
Nobody. Yeah, that's
But he
fine.
shouldn't try to like convince her or force her to have sex.
do you
with
Well,
him.
you also
Do you
shouldn't
think a
shame her.
girl,
You shouldn't make
like-
someone feel bad for, she's already got that body count. But you can't change her by fucking, oh, you've had 20 people, you're disgusting. Okay, what now?
Do you
You're
guys
just a
think?
dick.
Do you guys think? Girls usually will sleep with who they're.
Lol Paladins donated 6.
Aren't there like tons of born again virgins who come on the show and it's like a
I
same
got no
scenario?
forgiveness.
It's like
Yeah, yeah.
I don't care.
Where they want to, but
I
she's
think
just waiting
if
for
she-
love.
born again
If
virgins.
she's interested in the guy, then she had no problem sleeping with a bunch of other guys that she wasn't even interested in.
But then her
So,
frontal lobe developed in born again.
yeah,
What
it's
if
the
it
frontal
were
lobe.
a reverse situation or a guy who had like a hoe phase and then he's like, oh, I'm not gonna sleep
So
with
you can't
anyone.
like self-improve and be better and be like, oh, maybe that's not a good idea.
That's
Do you have
what
to
I'm
like,
saying.
nope, too bad, I'm already
Do
too
you
far
guys-
gone.
do
Just
you
gotta
guys-
keep going.
No, I'm curious
Europe
on their
trip
take on it.
Do you guys?
I'm curious on your take
Like, what
about
do you
if it
do?
were
No, you're
if
good.
it were a man.
Do you
who were
guys
to
judge
do it.
men and women the same for sleeping around, or is it just a woman problem? Are men capable of sleeping around and being okay and still starting a
I
family?
don't think. Obviously, I don't think anyone should sleep around. I believe in no sex before marriage, but I do think that men and women are different and can be judged differently.
Sorry, what was that part before? You said right before the marriage part. What did you say?
I want one of
I just didn't hear you.
those.
Wait, what?
Where do you get them?
Just repeat what you said. I didn't hear you.
Like just now to
Yeah.
in response. Oh, okay. Yeah, I said
Sorry, I
of course
interrupted
I
y'all.
believe no sex before marriage regardless of gender, but she asked if I judge men and women differently and
On the
I see.
basis
Yeah.
of sex before marriage, like if a man sleeps around a lot and a woman sleeps around a lot, are you gonna look at them differently?
honestly probably that's just subconscious.
Mine
you
was
can admit the bi-
specific
you
to
can admit
that
the bias.
situation, though. Say a man were to have slept around and then he changes his mind.
JC donated $69. Ladies, if you were dating a man who used to take girls out to fancy dinners but now wants to only take you to McDonald's, will you accept?
That's fine with me. I fucking
Hell
love
yeah.
McDonald's. Give me a cheeseburger, baby. I need
What's
a
he getting
cheeseburger
taken
and fries.
advantage of? And he's like, maybe I should just like chill on the first dates. Like, what's the context?
It's all about learning about personality. If it's dates like that, why not?
Fancy
I don't care where
restaurants,
we go.
dude. When we go to McDonald's, I'm in sweatpants. We go to fast food restaurant, I'm like, shit. I gotta
What about
dress
you,
up.
Nicolette?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't eat
exactly.
McDonald's,
It's the
but
same
it's just-
logic.
Terrible for you. So
I'll take whatever.
We
I
can
don't
go
give a fuck.
anywhere. It's about learning. It's like we
Jack
go
in the
to
Box.
ice cream, like
KFC.
well, a lot of first dates are like coffee shops.
Yeah.
Same kind of.
I think
mentality.
that's
It's like-
nice. But if it's
yeah.
like, oh, it depends on like the heart behind it.
It doesn't matter about
I
like
would say,
if he took
yeah.
previous girls to these. Maybe he got like scorned like a bunch
Yeah,
of
that's what I'm
times,
saying. Like, what's the
beforehand.
context? He's like, wait a minute. I feel like girls are just
Yeah.
using me because I
Yeah,
take them to nice
exactly.
fancy dinners. They got a group chat on the side.
Who cares?
Well, there's
Yeah.
also an
You know.
in-between. You know, there's like Applebee's and stuff. It doesn't have to be.
There's Applebee's.
Oh, it's about. I think it's about getting.
Wow.
To know the girl
Can you
rather
take
than,
me
like,
to
Chili's.
Baby, take me to
like
Arby's.
maybe that's kind of the vibe where it's like, oh, like haha.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
see what the girl's into. Like, and if she's like, no, you have to take me somewhere nicer first date. It's like, well, maybe you guys aren't meant for each other.
I feel like I would know it when I see it if
Yeah.
if either party is being manipulative or just kind of like, oh, I'm not going to do that. I feel like you know when you see it.
It does awful.
So
Oh,
for,
it's whatever you touch.
for first date, if he said
Yeah.
we're going to McDonald's, would you go? First date, we're going to
Went
McDonald's.
to a
would you
first
go?
date at
No,
McDonald's.
but only because I don't eat McDonald's. It's gross. I'd be like, hey, can we go anywhere else, like Chick-fil-A?
Okay, so first
Yeah.
date like fast food, would you go?
No.
Yeah, I need to know if you're like a cool person first. But if he's like, hey, I just don't think you ever deserve anything nice. And be like, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't date.
No, he's just asking.
You're feeling someone out. I don't think there's anything wrong with a simple date.
Maybe
You know,
That's just a bad way to
tonight?
like test somebody. Like you can see my character on an appropriate date that's not McDonald's.
You don't have to pay all that. But
That's
you're
a
also
decent date.
assuming that he's
McDonald's
paid for
is
the
a
date and
decent
things like that.
date.
So like you're like, what if like you guys don't like his character? You're assuming that he's going to take you to this like $100 place or whatever, and then he feels your character and you don't like him.
seems
Like,
kind of like entitled. I'm all for like show effort and be courteous, but it seems presumptuous to be like, you better take me to a Michelin star
If
restaurant.
that's what she's looking for and that's what
Yeah.
she's looking for in the long run, why would she go
Yeah,
on a
who cares?
first
Yeah.
date that doesn't align with that?
100%.
Bringing it back to the